Local news is next.
Dozens of retired people lose their savings and maybe their homes. Then a fascinating look at energy technology of the future. It's in use here today. And an inventor hopes we'll all have to spray his product on our leaves.
10 minutes of non-stop news. No wait weather and lead-off sports. 10 at 10 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Pat Prasad.
And I'm John Nicely. A lifetime of hard work, the enjoyment of retirement years without the hassle of a mortgage payment.
Sounds like another part of the American dream, but tonight, more than 36 Omaha senior citizens are facing a nightmare.
Hundreds of thousands of their dollars are gone, and their retirement village faces foreclosure. Mike McKnight has our 6 on Your Side investigation.
I don't want to lose money.
For these retirees, their golden years have become tarnished by worry. They entrusted a retirement village with their nest eggs, and their money is gone. Jeanette is an 83-year-old widow.
I'm worried at my age that I'm going to have to start all over. And it wasn't planned that way.
Pacific Springs Village provides about 40 patio homes for lease to senior citizens. They pay monthly fees, but first they must put down a hefty deposit in escrow.
So that when my wife and I passed away, that $300,000 would go to our heirs.
The Ongerts are on the high end, but the average deposit is about $135,000 for 40 retirement patio homes. In an emergency meeting Sunday, all are told their escrow money is gone. All $5.2 million drained away into building costs of the retirement community.
I'd like to know where that money went to.
Pacific Springs Village is a nonprofit offshoot of the Lutheran Home. Attorney Tom Pinky is chairman of the board.
It's a combination of a lot of things: bad advice from consultants, mismanagement, cost overruns, the economy. I mean, I don't think I can put my finger on one specific element.
Pinky says a new management company is in place after 2 previous administrators have been fired.
There may have been some mistakes made in spending, but as far as fraud goes, no.
But a bank is threatening to foreclose on a $17 million loan by Saturday. So an Omaha investor is offering to bail out the retirement village if 80% or 32 of the 40 retirees agree to buy the patio homes they now lease, paying the investor a 9.5% interest rate.
If I were a resident there, I would seriously consider the offer that's on the table because I think that gives me the best chance of recovering my accommodation fee.
The deadline for the retirees to decide is Friday. Phyllis says at 84 years old, she's not about to move, but the bailout plan deadline is just too quick for her. So she says if necessary, she'll risk her $300,000 in bankruptcy court.
Because I don't think the banks or anything want to really sincerely evict us. I think the easy way out is to string it out.
I care about the money, but that's not the thing that bothers me. I'm wondering where I want to spend the rest of my life.
Instead of enjoying the holiday season, a group of senior citizens will worry if they'll be uprooted from the retirement village where they plan to spend the rest of their Christmas days. Mike McKnight, Channel 6 News.
The maintenance fee is about $2,000 a month, and the chairman of the retirement village board tells Mike the fee will be waived if the retirees buy their townhome. The mortgage payment would then average about $400 more a month than what they're paying now. But most of those residents are in their 80s and don't want the responsibility of a 24-year mortgage. On the crime beat, looks like the game is over for a group of suspected car thieves. They apparently had access to thousands of vehicles.
Omaha police say somehow the thieves managed to get a hold of master keys, and that story begins tonight's Heartland coverage. The master keys can unlock and start any General Motors truck or SUV. Police say Joseph Harris and Cecil Foster, along with Jill Nicholson and Mark Nielsen, used the master keys to steal trucks, but they don't know how the 4 came to possess the keys.
Access is not easily gained to master keys. So once again, the police department is real interested, and we're doing quite a bit of talking to the individuals that were arrested.
Police tell Channel 6 News that they can link 5 stolen vehicles to the ring right now, and they expect to have several more in the next few days. Last night, we reported from the scene of an apartment fire in Midtown. The woman inside died. Fire investigators are still trying to pinpoint a cause of that fire. It started in the living room of this second-floor apartment at 40th and Nicholas. Today, the broken-out windows were covered with plastic. Last night, firefighters found 46-year-old Shirley Griffin in one of the bedrooms. She was taken to St. Joseph Hospital, where she died. Meanwhile, investigators have determined that a Lincoln man died in a house fire that was caused by careless smoking. 49-year-old Lance Goshi was pronounced dead at a hospital. His mother, Rebecca, was critically injured. His father escaped. And Omaha family and police are putting the word out concerning a missing person tonight. 54-year-old Penny Nyber was last seen 9 days ago. Police don't suspect foul play, but they're concerned about her health. Nyber is diabetic and has difficulty breathing. If you know her whereabouts, call police at 444-5656.
You might remember the scene from the movie War Games. The student hacks into the school computer from his home and changes his grades. So that was long before home computers were common. But tonight, students at Westside Middle School and High School can also access their grades from home, but they can't change anything. Doug Walker is live to explain. Doug?
Well, John, this website has only been up for about a week. It's called Power School, and students and parents can get private student information right from the comfort of their own homes, and grades are a big part of that. All they have to do is come to the website here and log on and go ahead and put in a private password and user ID number and say they want to find out students or a grade in a history class. All they have to do is log on and look. In a lot of cases, grades and other details are updated daily. Westside senior Jacob Whitted's initial reaction to the student information website was what you might expect.
It's kind of, the prospect of having our parents check our grades all the time is scary.
But he's an exceptional student, so posting his grades shouldn't be a problem. He just types in his user ID and password, and his grades are a click away. It's a plus with his busy senior schedule.
It's a lot easier where I can check at home and look at my grades rather than go after school or during a time when I could be doing work.
Whitted can also check out his attendance record, information on assignments, and even the latest school activities.
What are pep rallies tonight?
Yeah, the pep rallies tonight.
In the past, it would take days to get the information that I now can access in seconds.
School administrators say the website has already proven to be popular. It's taken hundreds of hits from school and elsewhere. Sophomore Greg Schuring signs on at home. Tonight he clicks into the teacher comments area, finding his world history teacher thinks he does outstanding work. Jacob's the type of student who likes to keep track of his grades and visit with teachers one-on-one.
This definitely makes it a lot easier because it's hard to coordinate your schedule with your teachers.
And it's hard to slack off if you know your parents are watching. That's not a problem for Schuring, but his mother found some unexpected benefits.
It was really neat before conferences this year because I could look up and see what was going on in their classes, so I was prepared when I got there.
And remember, for the most part, this site is updated daily, and that includes attendance. So a warning to students out there, if you're thinking about skipping a class, you might want to think again because your parents could log on and probably find out that you weren't in class just by the end of the day. John?
Yeah, Doug, I saw a lot of A+s there. That kind of reminds me of when you were a student, too.
Oh, yeah.
I suppose it's limited access. Not everybody can get into this, or?
Yeah, you have to have a private ID and password to get in, and right now only students have those IDs. Of course, their parents can use those passwords to check out their grades as well. But the school also hopes to have passwords for mom and dad by January 22nd. Down the road, they're also looking at providing access for parents of the children in elementary schools as well.
All right, Doug Walker reporting live.
It will be a couple of weeks before we know whether the role of the Omaha police auditor will be expanded. Public hearing was held today to have the auditor cover all city departments, not just police. Compared to past public hearings on the controversial position, there were not many people in attendance. The police auditor was there. She's been on the job for 5 months now.
We've been around and around this and finally have gotten to the point to having the position. Let's just give a chance to work just as it is.
I don't have any issues with the Omaha Fire Department. I don't have any issues with the civilian employees, but I do have issues with the Omaha Police Department.
We're pretty maxed out as it is with the police department.
So expanding your duties would dilute your ability to be effective?
Right now,
okay.
I'm prioritizing work that I can cover.
If there is not enough support to expand the duties to all departments, one compromise would add just the fire department. And now the latest on Operation Enduring Freedom.
U.S. Defense Secretary Ronald Rumsfeld says that American troops are preparing for a cave-by-cave search for Osama bin Laden and other terrorist leaders.
Meanwhile, the prison uprising in Mazar-e-Sharif appears to be winding down. Dozens of bodies lie in the courtyard of the Afghan fortress. They raided a cache of weapons, and some, in suicidal attacks, killed their opponents with hand grenades. Elsewhere, the U.S. has found more than 40 sites inside Afghanistan where al-Qaeda forces were conducting research on chemical, biological, or nuclear weapons. That's not a surprise, but now the U.S. has concrete evidence.
John Ashcroft says his Department of Justice will continue to detain hundreds of people on immigration violations or other federal charges. It's all part of his fight against terrorism. And as part of the process, the U.S. Attorney's Office here in Omaha is also interviewing people of Middle Eastern descent. A small number of people it is, and the hope is that those interviewed may have information that would help the investigation.
Take a break from the news now. Here's Jim Flowers with the forecast for where you live. Jim?
And Pat, it looks like it will continue rather chilly. In fact, right now readings are in the mid-20s. On the op deck, 25, dew point 18. Still a rather gusty wind northwest at 15 miles an hour. Here's a forecast for where you live. Cloudy skies tomorrow morning. There may be some thinning in that overcast tomorrow afternoon. 29 for the northwest neighborhood, 30 for Saratoga, and also for Brown Park. Cold air may be moving out as quickly as it's moved in. My Precision Futurecast is coming up. Before that, here's David with sports. Dave.
Jim, the Creighton women lose a heartbreaker against 5th-ranked Iowa State tonight. The game at the Civic Auditorium goes into overtime. It's tied 66-66. Less than a minute to go in the OT. Tracy Jones hits the jumper. Jays ahead 74-71, 25 seconds left. Cyclones get to within 1 in the closing seconds. Then after a missed Creighton free throw, Lindsey Wilson hits a jumper with 4 seconds to play to put Iowa State up 75-74. 2 of her 21. Angiueli led the Clones with 23. Jones misses a half quarter at the buzzer, and the Cyclones have their 1-point victory. Pat and John, more Blue Jay highlights, including the Creighton men challenging Western Kentucky and the Iowa men taking on Duke. That'll be later in sports.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Well, don't worry, your eyes are not deceiving you. That man is using hairspray on his leaves. We'll find out what that's all about coming up later, Hot Shot Video. And what about that forecast? Is it looking cold?
Or perhaps average, Jim Flowers explains later in his Outlook. Up next, though, we'll go inside the world's largest energy saver of its kind, and it's right here in the Heartland.
You're watching live, local, plate-breaking, Channel 6 News with John Nicely, Pat Prasad, your precision forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jim Flowers, and sports with Dave Weber. This is Channel 6 News, live at 10.
This is a special announcement from Landon's in the Old Mill Center. After 25 years, Landon's has closed their Lincoln store. Lincoln's entire stock will be liquidated at Landon's Old Mill store in Omaha. All Landon stores, menswear, big and tall, and tailored women's wear will be on sale. Hartshafter and Marks Austin Retailia, Enro, Riscato, St. Croix, Sensibel, Jane Barnes, Tundra will be on sale. Landon's Old Mill Center is now closed. Preparing for this gigantic consolidation sale. Landon's. Sale starts this Thursday at 9 a.m. sharp. You be there.
Dodge is giving you something special to take home for the holidays. The security of 7-year or 100,000-mile powertrain protection on any new Dodge. Plus, we've extended 0% APR on select 2002s through January 8th.
It's good to see you, Dad. No thanks. It gives me gas.
Because gifts that are half off look just as good under the tree. Come to Kohl's 50% off sale this Wednesday only and save 50% on thousands of items store-wide. Save 50% on outerwear, cold weather accessories, and boots for the family. Save 50% on sleepwear, loungewear, and robes for the family. And save 50% on all Matchbox and Tonka toys. Find everything you need for the holidays at Kohl's 50% off sale this Wednesday only. Kohl's, that's more like it.
Usually when we talk about energy sources, it has to do with oil from the Middle East or coal mines here in the United States, but in this case, it's something else.
The same technology that created steam for trains in the 1800s also powered the Apollo spacecraft and the shuttle.
And that power from the past is being used again here in the Heartland. As Rebecca Kleeman shows us in depth, it's generating a lot of power.
Sorting, filing, and stacking looks like typical banking. Look again. These panels feed electricity to the First National Technology Center. It comes from 4 boxes in the basement, boxes unlike any other, anywhere.
This is the largest application of fuel cell technology in the world, using fuel cells to power a data center.
Fuel cells each producing enough energy to run 40 to 50 homes, never stopping, with with an average downtime each year of 1 to 2 seconds.
The reliability is very important to us, and that's why we chose the fuel cells.
Natural gas goes in, hydrogen is pulled off to create energy, leaving behind perfectly safe carbon dioxide and steam, which is pumped right back into the building.
The heat probably saves us about $200,000 a year in our heating that we would normally buy from steam from energy systems.
The fuel cells are used all over the building, even out here in the courtyard, where down on the ground the steam is used to melt off the ice so everybody can walk out here safe in the winter. The whole system runs on just 9 moving parts, serviced by local plumbers and electricians. It all comes with a hefty price tag, but also the knowledge that this bank depends on no electrical company but its own.
It is something that gives you peace of mind.
With photographer Jody Church, Rebecca Kleeman, Channel 6 News.
These cells do run off natural gas, something that we have in abundance, but they can also run off just any other kind of gas, propane, methane, even sewer gas.
First National's Technology Center does use OPPD power for lighting and some other non-essential parts of its building.
Up next, Jim's Precision Forecast. First, today's Almanac.
Wednesday, after an all-new Law & Order, 2 companies with similar names.
So you thought they were one and the same.
Right. We called the wrong company.
Is it creative advertising?
Why is it listed under the O's?
Because they're creative and innovative in the way that they advertise.
Or intentionally misleading?
I think it's intended to deceive people.
It's just outrageous.
In an exclusive 6 on Your Side Consumer Alert, Mike McKnight investigates the name game. Wednesday at 10, only on the Channel 6 News.
Nebraska football. It's one of the greatest stories of our time. It's the tale of humble beginnings and great leaders. The great men who have led this team from one glorious era to the next. It's about larger-than-life legends and the heroes who surrounded them. It's the story that touches us all.
Not the game, but the glory. A century of Nebraska football is a must-have for any true Husker collection. It features hundreds of photographs, many never seen before. Get yours and relive every golden moment.
There's one brand of truck strong enough to carry the American spirit. That's why Chevrolet has extended 0% financing on every new truck we build. Silverado to Avalanche, Suburban to Trailblazer. They're the trucks behind a country that never quits, and you can own one interest-free. So keep America rolling and make your money count at your local Chevy dealer today.
Here's tonight's HDTV factoid. If you see your name be the first caller to state the factoid and win a Mitsubishi DVD player from Nebraska Furniture Mart and Channel 6, good luck and keep watching.
Innovation in action. That's what you get with residue-proven soybeans from Asgrow. They're bred to perform in every type of residue. With strong early emergence, tough disease resistance, and higher yield potential. Unleash residue-proven varieties on your acres and see how easy it is to take advantage of the economic benefits of reduced tillage. Residue-proven varieties, only from your Asgrow dealer, turning discovery into profit.
Backed by Roundup Rewards.
I am a busy woman. I have 3 children and I'm married, so my time's limited. I'm a teacher and I sing with a big band. Walmart Supercenter is the place to go. I can get all my groceries, fresh produce. The meat department's great. Walmart Supercenter guarantees freshness, and that's a plus. My girls and I go up and down every aisle. We go to the electronics. We have a blast here. It's very convenient because it's a one-stop shop, and that means a lot to me because my time's valuable. I'm going to get the best prices, the best quality. Everything that I want is in this one store. I have fun here. It's just like being a kid again.
Now, the Heartland's most experienced meteorologist, Jim Flowers, with your Precision Futurecast.
Good evening, everyone. Cold air continues across the Heartland, but there are some signs tonight it may be exiting as quickly as it moved in. Temperatures right now, especially out to the west of us, are just plain cold. Denver, 2 degrees right now, 23 in Salt Lake City, 21 as far south as Amarillo, 33 in Tulsa, 37 in St. Louis, where they are bracing for some ice late tonight into tomorrow. However, there are signs of change as we head toward the weekend and early next week. The cold air actually begins to modify as we pick up a little bit more sunshine on Thursday. Another little batch cuts off to our north, but look at the warmth building down south as we head towards Sunday. Temperatures will once again climb toward the 50s and may approach 60 as early as Monday and Tuesday of next week. So this little round of chilly weather will actually be exiting as quickly as it's moved in. Now there is another storm to talk about tonight. This one down south. The one yesterday was up north. This is a mixture of snow, sleet, and what will be freezing rain taking shape across Oklahoma. That will pass to our south across Missouri. Springfield, Missouri right now reporting sleet. Further south, rain. Back to the west toward Oklahoma City. They are getting some snow. A little bit closer to home, there has been some flurry activity over portions of central Nebraska. The snow's letting up across eastern Minnesota, continues over Wisconsin, and here's that second developing system well off to our south. Satellite photography does show the low clouds continuing tonight. You can kind of pick up that kind of off gray, very light gray shading in the overcast skies. Clear over portions of Kansas earlier today. The low clouds continue, but look at the moisture streaming up from the south. These are high clouds across our area and are not producing anything in the way of significant precipitation. For the balance of tonight, cloudy skies, temperatures settle back to about 22. There may be a few breaks in the overcast late tomorrow with temperatures around 30 degrees. Right now it's cold. Look at Columbus, 19. 19 coming in from Norfolk, lower to mid-20s across our area. Shenandoah and portions of western Iowa a bit milder with readings there in the upper 20s to near 30. Still a few flurries off to our northwest, but watch what happens over eastern Kansas, portions of Missouri. Stormcasters targeting that area for ice over western Illinois right down across the state of Missouri. That would be in the form of sleet and or freezing rain. In fact, there could be significant icing mainly on trees and power lines over central Missouri. Anywhere from 1/10 to 1/4 inch of ice could occur by late tomorrow. We will dodge that bullet. Cloudy skies, cold conditions tonight, the low 22. Clouds could give way to some sunshine as the overcast thins tomorrow. Readings around 30, and then a full dose of sun on Thursday with a high of 38. Check out this outlook. It's almost like we've turned the clocks back a month and are beginning November all over again. Mid-50s on Sunday, upper 50s. Believe it or not, pinch me. Monday and Tuesday, upper 50s. Yeah, there's a big owie. Early next week. And don't forget, we are still giving away snow throwers. We've teamed up with Old Mill Lawn and Leisure. If you're out and about Christmas shopping, you can stop at Old Mill and put in your entries there, or you can send us a postcard with your name, address, and phone number to the address listed on the screen. We have 4 more of those snow throwers to give away.
It's going quickly.
Yes, it is.
4 out of 6, Jim.
4 out of 6, and we've yet to see a snowflake. That's good news. We want to give them all out and then have the snow come in.
We're with you on that one. Creighton against Western Kentucky Knight, a top 20 team.
Dave Weber with that and all tonight's sports when we come back. First, though, some scores.
What the? AM radio? CB extra!
For the latest and greatest in electronic gift ideas, get to Shopko. Karaoke party machine, sale $99.99. Kodak digital camera, only $299.99. Game Boy Advance, sale $89.99.
8 tracks.
Shopko. Need gifts. Need gift store.
Les Miserables, in more than 26 countries worldwide, and for more than 11 years on Broadway. It's the one musical that's taken theatergoers on the crusade of a lifetime. The musical with songs from the heart that reach straight to the heavens. Les Miserables.
Opens December 18th at the beautiful Orpheum Theater. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and all Ticketmaster ticket centers. Presented by Broadway in Omaha.
Dodge is giving you something special to take home for the holidays. The security of 7-year or 100,000-mile powertrain protection on any new Dodge. Plus, we've extended 0% APR on select 2002s through January 8th.
It's good to see you, Dad. No thanks. It gives me gas.
Last year I was on a cell phone. I said, make sure we have a backup for O'Neill. He heard captain and to kneel. So that's when we got free and clear with Sprint PCS. Real clear calls and nationwide long distance included. So now, wherever we go, what do we have?
A backup for O'Neill.
The Sprint PCS free and clear plan with nationwide long distance included. Every minute, every day.
Replace frayed cords. Don't overload. Water your tree. Never hide cords. Use heavy-duty insulated wiring outdoors. Your friends and neighbors at OPPD want you to have a holiday season that's warm, bright, and safe.
Happy holidays!
To learn how to light your holidays safely, call the OPPD Energy Advisor.
The scent of holiday magic is in the air and at Gordman's for up to 50% off what you'd pay at a department store. An incredible selection of your favorite fragrances and gift sets, just $19.99 for him or her. From the latest designers to traditional favorites, always up to 50% off department store prices. Shop soon before your favorites are gone, or give a Gordman's gift card. It fits everyone. Gordman's, something unexpected.
Now, here's a look at tonight's sports.
Good evening, everybody. A big basketball doubleheader at the Civic Auditorium tonight. Both the Creighton men and women in action. In the first half, the Creighton men work it inside to Michael Lindemann. He drives and scores, but 7-1 center Chris Marcus much too strong for Western Kentucky tonight. Watch him score off the lob. He's fouled. The Hilltoppers took the lead. Back come the Jays. Terrell Taylor bombs away with a three. Western Kentucky shot over 50% in the first half. Tremaine Rolls with a three. The Jays work it inside to Brody Darren. He's good, +1. Western led 40-27 at the half. Kyle Korver has just hit 2 free throws to tie the game at 74 all with 5 seconds left to play. We'll have a final for you as soon as we get it. The Creighton women also home tonight to 5th-ranked Iowa State. As we showed you in leadoff sports, it was a close one all night. 3 minutes left in regulation. Jays fast break, Tracy Jones, 66 all. She led Creighton with 20. Neither team would score again until they went into overtime. The Cyclones jumped to an early lead there. Former Millard South standout Kelly Cizik with the layup. Back for Creighton comes Christine Enneman, driving to put the Jays up 70-68. She scored 15 points, had 7 rebounds. 2 minutes left in the overtime. Now less than a minute to go. Jones hits the jumpers, and the Jays go up 74-71 with 25 seconds to play. The Cyclones got to within 1 in the closing seconds. Then after a missed Creighton free throw, Lindsey Wilson drives the length of the court and hits a jumper with 4 seconds left to put Iowa State up 75-74. 2 of her 21. Angiuelli led the Clones with 23. Jones missed a half-court shot at the buzzer, and Iowa State wins 1 point, 75-74. The men's game again, 74-74 with 5 seconds left. The Iowa Hawkeyes in action tonight with a chance to pull off an upset of number 1 ranked Duke. And Iowa was playing good in the early part of this ball game. Here's Pierce for 2. They were up 17-12. Duhan for a 3. 3 straight shots, 2 misses, and the last one goes in for Duke. They never trailed again. The final score just a few minutes ago, Duke over Iowa, 80-62, the final. Several Huskers have made the cut to finalists for National College Football Awards. Senior Eric Crouch, one of 3 for the Davey O'Brien National Quarterback Award, along with Florida's Rex Grossman and Oregon's Joey Harrington. Crouch is also one of the top 4 finalists for the Walter Camp Player of the Year Award. Others include quarterbacks Ken Dorsey of Miami and Rex Grossman of Florida, and safety Roy Williams of Oklahoma. Junior offensive guard Toniu Fanoti is one of 3 finalists for the Outland Trophy, given to the nation's best interior lineman. Miami's Bryant McKinney, and last year's winner John Henderson of Tennessee also in the top 3. And winners of all of the major college football awards except for the Heisman will be announced December 6th in Orlando. And they are into overtime at the Civic Auditorium, Creighton and Western Kentucky.
You can give us another update, I'll bet, before
I hope we'll have. We probably won't have a final, but I can update the game, you bet.
All right. We'll be back with Hot Shot Video. First, though, a live view from 83rd and Dodge.
Our website, WOWT, we have a link to the Holiday Lights Festival.
It's very clear our love is here to stay.
Heading home for the holidays? See your Chrysler dealer first for the security of 7-year or 100,000-mile powertrain protection on any new Chrysler. Plus, we've extended 0% APR on select 2002s through the end of the year.
We're here.
Our love is here to stay.
You kids want some chicken nuggets?
A phony Santa giving away mystery meat nuggets? Not today. Now, taste the holiday cheer of all-white meat KFC popcorn chicken.
KFC popcorn chicken. Get an individual size for only $1.99 or a party size for only $6.99.
You know, that's better than fruitcake.
Looking for some great deals on chicken meals for your family? Be sure to look for valuable coupons this week that can save you over $20 at KFC. Fantastic deals on great meals coming this week from KFC.
When life becomes unpredictable, you can't always control what happens. You can be prepared. The Health Data Card allows you to manage her health care with up-to-date medical information that's accessible to everyone on her healthcare team. In an emergency, it's information that may be crucial in receiving the proper care. The Health Data Card, placing the power of healthcare in your hands.
News Talk 1290, the new K-Car. Omaha's news, weather, and traffic station. Push the button. Good morning, Omaha. Everything you need to start your day with AM Omaha and Kent Pavelka. News Talk 1290, the new K-Car. News, weather, and traffic every 10 minutes on the 9s. And Omaha's complete 5-day forecast. News Talk 1290, the new K-Car. Omaha's news, weather, and traffic station. Depend on it.
Christmas is mostly about giving.
The program is called Shop with the Cop.
We bring Christmas to kids who wouldn't have it otherwise.
You like this one right up here?
You get to go shopping at Walmart with a policeman and a fireman. I want to buy something for my mom.
We take them to Walmart because the money goes a long ways.
They all have these little lists. I'm going to get John something and Mary something.
Dad!
You like that?
You have to make sure the kids buy themselves at least one thing.
Get her these two things.
They will spend it on their families, their brothers and sisters. Very hard to get them to spend it on themselves.
That's what Christmas is all about.
Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go.
Now head home for the holidays in any new Jeep vehicle with the security of 7-year or 100,000-mile powertrain protection. Plus, we've extended 0% APR on select 2002s through the end of the year.
Hooray for the fun, is the pudding done? Hooray for the pumpkin pie.
Now, here's tonight's Hot Shots.
We're going to Virginia to see this one. This guy, Locke White, has invented a special hairspray, and he puts it on the leaves to keep them from blowing away. Interesting. Now, there's more to this story because this invention enables the city workers to come up and simply take the leaves away. You put them by the curb there where you spray them, and he's putting on a lot of spray. But watch how they take this up with a giant vacuum. We need these in the heartland.
So they do move with the hairspray, huh?
Well, yeah, with enough force, yes, they do.
Okay.
But only into the vacuum.
I see. Well, get ready to behold the world's largest Christmas tree. Workers are assembling the giant tree, which is the main attraction at the Christmas market in Dortmund, Germany. Yes, I said assembling because they're using 1,700 red spruce trees to make one giant tree. It takes 14,000 lights to decorate it. And here's how it looks when it's all finished. Pretty. Christmas market began this week, bringing hundreds of people out to enjoy.
Tannenbaum, oh Tannenbaum, begrüßen deine Blätter.
Very good.
Is that how you got your start, something like that?
That's one big Tannenbaum.
I'll have my forecast coming up next.
Which company puts more research into every kernel? It's DeKalb. The latest breakthrough? New hybrids with the DeKalb dry down difference of 2 to 3 points over the competition. That's right. With the DeKalb dry down difference, you can save up to $7 an acre on drying costs. Powerful science, powerful seed, and a powerful $7 an acre payoff with the DeKalb dry down difference. Take another look at DeKalb.
Gifts, gifts, gifts. I know where to go.
Get in the spirit of the holidays at Nebraska Furniture Mart.
digital gifts.
This Toshiba DVD is $139 with 12 free rentals. This GE microwave is $49. This compact fridge, just $64. Hamilton Beach grills, $39 each.
Can't decide? Get a gift card.
Clocks, mirrors, save on all rugs, including Tefenkian.
The products, the people, the price, it's the perfect holiday store.
Catch the spirit of the holidays at Nebraska Furniture Mart.
Looks like the clouds and cold temperatures will last for one more day. Temperatures overnight around 22, overcast skies tomorrow morning. There should be at least some thinning of the overcast by late tomorrow. Temperatures around 30. Once the sun comes out, temperatures will warm up right through the entire weekend. We could be back in the 50s again by Sunday.
It's terrific. All right.
Game's still in overtime. No score to update for you, but we will have the final and the highlights on the morning sports.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
That wraps things up tonight. Be sure to get up with Channel 6 News Daybreak beginning at 5:30.
Jay Leno next with Eric McCormick. Have a good night.
Z, America's late night leader.
It's The Tonight Show with Jay Leno.